I think back when we started, we knew we were capturing a lot of data about our customers, but we weren't using it in a way to make the experience more tailored and more personalized. So for us, it was considering how will we join particularly our behavioral or intent-based data sets that we capture from our website and our marketing orchestration tools, and how do we match that with our historical transactions from our reservation system. Using a CDP, that was seen as the key way in which we could join those two data sets so that we could leverage the actions and the intent that the customer was showing as they were browsing and searching for their next trip, but also acknowledging what their preferences were from previous trips so that we could make just-in-time recommendations to them as well. What we then look to do is how can we leverage that data for other preferences as they're getting ready to fly. So if there's particular seat recommendations that that customer would like, etc., how can we leverage that? And then from a content perspective, what sort of psychographical persona does that customer fit within? So when we're thinking of the anxieties they might have in the lead up to that trip, how do we target the right messaging that customer so that if you're a family with young children, we're not speaking to you as if you're a business traveler and vice versa? Yeah, we absolutely are. I think this is front of mind for a lot of digital and marketing teams. I think we're moving from a world where we used to buy data to we've got to earn data. And that's really what our strategy will be around it. How do we create value exchanges with our customers to entice them and provide them a reason to want to give us their data? And for us as an airline, trying to drive to more authenticated experiences, which hasn't historically been the way with airlines. We've relied on booking references and surnames and a lot of guest checkouts rather than having that account attached to the customer experience. So there's work for us to do there. I think it's looking at what I was saying before around respecting that it is the customer's data, not ours. And looking at how we can set up the preferences in a way that the customer maintains that control of when we can talk to them about what, at what frequency, in which channels, etc., so that we earn that trust and continue to show that by giving us that data, we're providing value back to them. And I think the last part as well is changing our thinking. I think we need to start accepting there is a cost per authenticated user, and we need to start thinking of that metric in our organization. And therefore, just as we would think of ROAS if we were spending in digital media, in other forms, like what are we willing to give up in order to get customers to our shop front and choose our brand going forward? And that's some of the things that we're working through at the moment. Yeah. So we've had Sitecore CMS or XM in our architecture for over 10 years now. And I guess what was BoxEver, now the Sitecore CDP, we were pretty much one of the first clients, I believe, with them back in 2015. So I think what's exciting with this acquisition is that we're finally going to get content and data to come together. I think we've been really strong on the data side at Jetstar, and we've certainly won some awards and gotten some recognition for what we've done there. But I think our biggest opportunity to improve is how do we get the content right? And I think the two worlds coming together will really help us into the future, because it isn't just making sure you're giving the customer the appropriate offer or action at the right time. It is about how you message and talk about that to the customer too. So I think once we can combine those worlds in a better way, we'll see our results continue to grow as well.